Surrounded by some of the most beautiful islands of the world, the Coral Triangle is located in the Pacific Ocean between the Philippines, New Guinea, and Indonesia. Awe-inspiring. These ancient formations extend to the seabed. Every cubic meter of these coral reefs is home to countless species, animals, and plants. Here, evolution found a unique place in which big, small, dangerous, and bizarre creatures could exist. Today, they are prevalent not only in the Coral Triangle, but also in many other parts of the world. In almost no other part of the world, you can discover what you marvel at here. All species live in perfect accordance with the others. What used to be paltry, sandy ground today is a symbol for variety and natural plenty. So, come with us and let's visit the universe of the corals. The magic world of the corals is put together by hundreds and thousands of creatures. Such diversified games of nature are only found in a few parts of the world. The Great Barrier Reef off the Australian coast, the waters between Indonesia, the Philippines, and New Guinea, a coral triangle spreads, which has the biggest marine diversity. 5.7 million square kilometers are covered by this marine dripping point. This region is the home of 3. In contrast, the Caribbean is the home of not even 10% of all corals. This nameless variety makes the Coral Triangle a fantastic and amazing landscape underwater. The waters offshore are not only edged by the whopping coral formations, they are also occupied by thousands of marine creatures. The warm water bodies of the Indo-Pacific are the perfect environment for small, big, predaceous, and peaceful fish. Even more marine creatures found a home between the coral canyons, in countless caves, and the cantilevered seaweed meadows. Although most of those species are not known by people, the reef's variety would be much poorer. More than 2,000 types of different coral fish can be found in the colorful reefs of the triangle. Hawaii, also known as a natural paradise and praised for its variety in species, does not even have 500 types. The unique conditions of the Pacific Sea did not only attract countless common fish, they also launched complete new species. These have a scientific name of an endemic species and glamorize the reef and make it one of a kind. It was a long and windy road until the reef turned out to be what it is today. The beginnings of this picturesque undersea world are hidden deeply in the history of geology. The Coral Triangle borders on the world's most active volcanic region, the Pacific Ring of Fire. This huge chain of volcanoes, with its chimneys and volcano funnels, spreads out from South America to Alaska, and from Alaska to Japan and New Zealand. But only a few of these volcanoes are located on terra firma. Most of them are on the seabed. It is here where tectonic plates are pushed one below the other and finally are fused at the mantle of the Earth. The constant eruptions and ejection of minerals and other materials over millions of years led to the thousands of islands along the Ring of Fire. Close to the Coral Triangle, countless islands were formed after eruptions and the following slow stacking of volcanic rock. Those islands, surrounded by shallow water, made it possible for corals with their amazing beauty and variety of fish to take up residence in that area. The beauty of the Coral Triangle is beyond controversy. But it is also, due to the perfect conditions of living for marine animals of all types, the basis of food for about 120 million people who make their living from fishing and other reef resources on the bordering islands. One of the best-known residents of the coral reef is the anemone fish. The anemone fish are a specious species, but only 2 of the 29 species are called clownfish. In spite of everything, the exponents of the anemone fish are known as clownfish to almost everybody, not least caused by the adventures of a small animated clownfish father searching for his son. He spends his life almost solely in and around an anemone. The tentacles of the sea anemone provide this little fellow a welcome protection from predaceous animals and hunters. As a recompense, this brave fish banishes other dodgers such as butterfly fish or filefish who like the taste of the sea anemone. You might think sea anemones are plants, but they are animals. They are even able to change their place of location. However, this act is very stressful for the animal, which is normally deep-seated in the ground, to fish food out of the water with its tentacles. Most of the time, the colonies of the anemone fish are located right in the middle of the picturesque variety of the coral reefs. In terms of strong undersea drifts, the countless jutties, drains, and reef formations offer a natural protection from the forces of nature. As he is a bad swimmer, this safeness is highly appreciated by the anemone fish. The next resident, wiggling through the hillsides and gardens of the corals, is not as peculiar as the shy anemone fish. To linger almost his entire life in an anemone would never cross the mind of an anthias. The anthias form some of the biggest shoals in the coral reefs worldwide. Hundreds, up to thousands of these animals build groups to hunt oceanic plankton, which is the nourishment of most small fish. These gigantic shoals add immediately an orange-red color to the reef and include lots of smaller unions. Although the few males lead the unions of shoals, the majority are the females. This is caused by the fact that all anthias are born female. There are a lot of differences in size and marking in between the genders. Scientists call that a gender dimorphism, but as our eyes only can see the orange-red color of the young females in such a big shoal, these dimorphisms are not really recognized. The females stay in their harems until the male dies. Then the strongest female turns into a male within only a few days and assumes the leadership of the harem. This sex change is not unusual for coral regions and helped a lot of species to survive years of evolution. Nearly indefatigable, the shoals cleave through the different features of the reef. The monumental formations seem to watch over the sea through the ages. Like a part of the ocean bed, the reef appears as a component of the earth since its formation. But as every animal, the coral started once very small. The cornerstone of the huge coral reefs is one single polyp, the small cnidaria. Together with also small algae, they form a symbiotic collective. While the polyps guarantee the alga, called symbiodinum, a safe place, The algae supply the polyps with energy using the aid of photosynthesis.